This Legend series is brought to you by him, Harmony in Motion. We hope you enjoy the following presentation. Before history wrote his name as a legend. Before crowds chanted his words. Before he stood in front of a mic like a reverend. There was only a rumor. A quiet stirring while tensions grew. There were whispers of a revolution occurring. This is about someone who held love at their core. A presence too powerful to ignore. Some leaders walk into the world with noise, while others enter with poise. Ready for the journey, whether long or steep, carrying a purpose so deep it echoes way before they affirm or speak. In the late 1960s, a young man emerged with a fire that didn't burn, it illuminated. Putting in work himself while the majority delegated. A man whose voice carried certainty with a spirit carved from conviction. Hate couldn't live in his town and he served the eviction. His love carried entire communities out of the shadows and into their own strength. His influence stretched by width and multiplied in length. Half a century later, his name and message remain relevant as if he never even went. His name was Fred Hampton. Born Frederick Allen Hampton on August 30, 1948, and laid to rest on December 4, 1969. At birth, I wonder if his mother knew she was bringing someone into the world the nation would one day need. Or that his maturity would accelerate at unpredictable speeds. He didn't ask for permission to lead, but a leader he was indeed. Never heard him tell a lie or steal. We've never heard of him bending. Much less fold. At the tender age of just 10 years old, he literally fed children before school. Carrying the character of a revolutionary and a visionary before those words were even cool. He held classes at dawn, along with multiple community programs. Unity and protection were his foundation, not a commercial gimmick or slogan. A humble yet assertive man. They didn't fear him for violence or for what he held in his hands. They feared him for what he carried in his heart. A love so radical, it threatened everything built on division. It was the birth of a new era. Under his supervision, we commend Fred Hampton for having such a prolific life, and your presence truly gave us elevation. Activists are usually adults, therefore it was a rare sight to see a positive light not as a teen but 10 years old doing right. On December 4, 1969, that love was judged too powerful to let live. Without knocking. Without a sign or warning. Without time to offer coffee or water. Without probable cause or an official court order. Police raided his home, firing 82 bullets. A textbook case of manslaughter. Or premeditated murder. They ended his life as he slept beside his pregnant partner. A truth so harsh, bitter and cold. How some tend to act so evil, calculated and bold. He was laid to rest at 21 years old. Yet his vision continued. Through his brave son. His mission thankfully lives on. And even his organizations, though slightly innovated, are all thriving well too. Fred Hampton didn't just lead a revolution. He embodied revolution. And revolutions like his don't fade. They don't disappear. They don't get erased. It is impossible to diminish the impact he made. A revolution done right is neither gone nor forgotten. They remain firm in the light whether people try to dim or darken. It's truly an honor to have you celebrate with us. Long live the original trendsetter, Fred Hampton Sr., and a special shout out to his son for the Baby Panther Club. Doing tremendous work for the community. Thank you for listening to the Legend series, where we discuss everything legendary. We will now close with a word from Chairman Fred Hampton.
We said we're not going to fight capitalism with black capitalism, but we're going to fight it with socialism. We stood up and said we're not going to fight reactionary pigs and reactionary state's attorneys like this and reactionary state's attorneys like Hanrahan with any other reactions on our part. We're going to fight their reactions with all of us people to get together and have an international proletarian revolution.
Right on.
Right on. And that's saying all power to the people.